What is up, Carmination? It's your favorite prop peeps back at it again for another prop pod. I'm your new host, Joey, for this week for the spookiest of seasons. It's Halloween, so I got all dressed up with my goofy hat on. I'm here with my co host, Ethan, out here looking like Jim from The Office, not dressing up. Doesn't like Halloween. Shameful. But
Uh,
anyway, Ethan, how are you doing today, and do you have any plans for this weekend?
I'm doing quite well. Just got back from vacation. While I was gone, I'll be honest, I got a lot of text, phone calls from people letting me know they miss me on the pod and how much they just hate Travis on the pod. I don't know why they don't like him so much, but they do. So for the people, we booted him to Barcelona for the week and for the next 2, 3 weeks. And I don't know about you, but if this goes well today, we might just permanently boot him off the pod. Because that's what the people want, and we have to give what the people want. So besides that, I'm just going to be watching a lot of football and winning a lot of money like the last week or two.
Nice. No trick or treating before the Sunday night game?
No, I don't trick or treat. I'm a little old for that. Just going to be honest with you there.
Yeah.
Um, that was I stopped doing that probably 20 years ago.
No
So
kids.
no kids. I'm single, ladies and ladies watching
Single?
this. I am single.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
hit me up. Freshly single, by the way.
You got no Saturday night plans for Halloween parties, so anyone in Texas can hit them up.
Yep, please do.
So let's start off with monkeyknifefight.online. If you do not have an account yet, if you go to monkeyknifefight.online, use promo code KARMA, they will match your deposit bonus up to, I believe, $100. So what are you looking at today?
All right, so I'm actually going to post two plays here, just because. So Monkey
Ooh.
and I Fight on is a happy hour special where they turn the two for two plays into 4x, which is, in my opinion, great value. I think you would agree with me.
Amazing value. Usually three
So
and a half x. You get 4x.
yeah, exactly. So I'm going to mention one play now that's in that 4x that I wasn't going to talk about, and then I'll talk about the other play I like a lot. So the 4x play that I like right now that I would put in ASAP is Joe Mixon over 76.5 rushing yards and Michael Carter under 46.5 rushing yards. So the Bengals have the seventh best rush defense in the NFL, and Michael Carter is only averaging 9 carries per game right now, and he's only been over this number one time. And this is also a game where I expect the Jets to be trailing, so I love his under a lot. He's also, you can play the under on Underdog too, but he's paired with Joe Mixon over 76.5, and the Jets have a very bad rush defense. They give up 127 yards per game. He should have a positive game script going for him. So I really like the Mixon over too. I am worried about the blowout and possibly um, Perrine taking some of his
P.
carries.
Ryan. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
P Ryan. Sorry,
There you
P
go.
Ryan. But Mixon should go over 76.5 rushing yards if he gets his 15 to 20 carry normal work. So for 4X, I love that play a lot, and I'm actually going to lock it in now. The game, though, I want to talk about is the Tampa Bay game. Tampa Bay versus Saints. Both teams have really good rush defenses. Both ranked top three, I believe. I know that the Bucks have the top one. Saints have, I think, the third best. I like Tom Brady over 305.5 passing yards. He's gone over this number in 3 of 7 games this year, but 2 of the games he didn't were due to blowouts, and another one, the Patriots game, was due to weather. So he's really been over this 3 out of 4 games where conditions have been kind of perfect. Like I said, the Saints have the third best rush defense, so the Bucks will have to throw a ton in this one. And Brady is second in the league in drop back passes, and he leads the league in passing yards. So everything to me just points to the over here for Brady. I also like Jameis Winston over 225.5 passing yards. Again, the Bucks have the best rush defense. Teams just don't bother trying to run on them because they know they can't. So this is a low number for someone who's gone over this in 2 of the last 3 games. The Bucks pass defense ranks 23rd in the NFL, and they're giving up 264 yards per game through the air. They've also allowed 5 out of 7 quarterbacks to go over this number against them. The 2 quarterbacks that didn't go over against them were two basically rookie, really bad quarterbacks. And Winston isn't the best, but he's also not a rookie and not really that bad. So I think he can hit this over pretty easily. And look for Michael Thomas. If he plays, that's just a boost to the passing game. So go ahead and lock in these two Monkey Knife Fight plays right now because I think they're two really good plays.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I'll have something on Prizepicks as well that correlates with that play as well. So yeah, Michael Thomas being back would definitely help him. He's struggling in the middle of the field, so if he can get one of the best slant boy back, then he'll do great. So we're gonna transition now to Prizepicks.online. So go to Prizepicks.online, use promo code Karma. You also get a deposit match up to $100. So what I'm looking at today is a 2-for-2 power play to win 3x. I'm starting off with Pat Fryermuth over 2.5 receptions. We just got news that Eric Ebron was out. I was still on him earlier, just because the Steelers used two tight end sets at the highest percentage of the season this year just because Juju's been out. So they've been using Pratt Fryermuth kind of in that Juju short dump off role, slant and drag routes across the middle. And the Browns have one of the best pass rushers in the league, and the Steelers have one of the worst offensive lines in the league. So there's going to be plenty of dump offs to Najee Harris and Pat Fryermuth. I don't know if they're going to be able to move the ball without getting those dump offs. And he's coming off a 7-target game. Not last week because they had the bye, but the week before that on that Sunday night game against the Seahawks. So I'm expecting another 5+ target game from him. So 3 receptions should be pretty easy at that number. And then I'm also looking at Alvin Kamara over 40.5 receiving yards. He's coming off 2 great games where he had 58 and 128 receiving yards. One of those weeks was the bye, so two of the last 3 weeks, those 2 games. Bucks have a formidable run defense, one of the best run defenses in the league, so I'm not expecting the Saints to try to run on them. It'd be kind of ridiculous to do that when you can just run screen passes, which screen passes are just basically a run, but you're getting them in open space to break those tackles easier. They're just going to need to find ways to get him the ball. Last week, I think he had 20 carries and did horrible for 60 rushing yards against one of the worst run defenses in the league. So I don't expect that to happen this week. I'm expecting maybe 10 to 12 carries and turn those additional 8 touches into receptions. There's no receiving props up right now, just his receiving yards. So once I put those receptions up, I'm going to look at that as well, because I'd probably rather his receptions if it's like 3.5. But should be plenty of dump offs, probably 8 to 10 targets, just because the Bucks also have a great pass rush. Defensive line, pass rush, and run defense is great. And Kamara ran a route on 70% of Winston's dropbacks the last 2 weeks. So expecting another huge game from him this week. And then we can move on to UnderdogFantasy.online. Again, use promo code Karma. Get yourself. They just bumped that up. It used to, I believe, be a $25 deposit bonus.
Yes.
Now it's $100. So
yes, that is correct.
Might as well sign up now. Perfect time to sign up if you have not. They got a great best ball product. They have drafts for DFS daily and weekly, and they have props. So they got everything on that site. So what are you looking at there?
Oh, there's a lot to like Underdog this week. So like I said, Michael Carter, you can take his under rushing yards on there too. He's the same on MonkeyknifeFight. But the first play I'm going to highlight, and Joey, you were very high on this guy in your article that you wrote, the wide receiver cornerback one, is Mike Evans under 71.5 receiving yards. So common sense says, hey, Antonio Brown's out. Saints good run defense. They're going to air it out. I love Godwin over receiving yards. I love Evans over receiving yards. Well, guess what? Evans gets to go up against Lattimore, who is one of the best corners in the NFL. And Lattimore absolutely hates Mike Evans. In his previous 2 games at Saints Stadium, he's got a total of 2 yards receiving. Since 2019, Evans hasn't gone over this number against Lattimore at all. The Bucks have a ton of weapons, even with Brown out, that I don't see Brady forcing the ball a ton to Evans. I think this can be a Mike Godwin, tight ends, running back show. The other guy I like is Cordell Patterson, who is now the RB1 for the Falcons. They have him at 79.5 rushing/receiving yards. And last week, he was on the field for 73% of the snaps. He has overtaken Mike Davis for that lead role. The Falcons are just determined to get the ball in his hands. And back-to-back weeks, he's now had 14 rushing attempts in each game. And he has at least 5 targets in his last 6 games since week 1. He's gone over this number in 3 of the last 4 games. And the Panthers' defense just is not as good as we thought, and their offense is even worse. So I just see Patterson racking up probably around 40, 50 yards rushing, and then another probably 30, 40, 50 yards receiving. Because like I said, they're trying to feed him as much as possible. So those 2 plays, and then like I said, you can add in the Michael Carter under rushing yards are my 3 favorite plays on Underdog currently.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Mike Davis RIP. He got 19% of the backfield touches last week.
Ugh. Yeah,
Rough for him.
that's killing my best ball teams. I have a lot of Mike Davis in best ball this year.
Same, I believe I think he's my third highest on running back. So
Ooh.
rough there. Did some zero RB strategies. Took him in like the fifth round, expecting him to be the lead dog. I thought there was no one else because I didn't expect Cordell Patterson to become a god in his 10th season.
Yeah, the guy's awesome this year.
Yeah, so well, if you want to check out the rest of our plays, you can come to our Discord. You can join for free at chatdfs.com, but you can also check out our premium props. We just dropped that price down from $50 a month. Now it's down to $35, so a nice 30% discount. Go to dfskarma.com/pricing. You can check that out. That shows all our pricing. We got MVP. That gets you DFS and props. That's the best value. So check out all those packages and see what's best for you. And we will see you guys next week.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.